Good morning, Year 4. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to go through your writing task for this week. So this week you're going to write a log or a diary entry. You can write either one, it's up to you. So your success criteria is to use first person, exciting descriptive language. Your Alan Pete sentence for this week is emotion word comma sentence, which we have done before, and adverbs. So this week, like I said, you are watching you're writing a diary entry or a log, and it's going to be based on a sky explorer who is flying through the air. Well, I won't give any spoilers away, but you'll be able to watch it and you'll see what happens in it. So you're going to write about what happens in the video and then also a bit about what might happen next. So you kind of got to predict what you think might happen next to the sky explorer, okay? And it can be as creative as you want. The more creative, the better. So as usual, there's a set kind of timetable for you to do this week. There's a plan which looks a bit like this. This version's a bit blurry, so I apologise. But I've just made it quite simple for you. So the first section is about what has happened. So that's where you talk about what's happened in the video. So you'll write about exciting adjectives, you'll write down some adverbs which you might use and some emotion words for your Alan Pete sentence. And then it's the same layout down here, but here you'll write about what might happen next. That's where you kind of make it up and you make it as creative as you can to make it as engaging as possible for the reader. So hopefully that's all nice and clear. I don't need to go through that. So to recap, your learning intention this week is to write a diary entry or a log as the Sky Explorer. Okay, and we're going to go through your success criteria. We won't go through first person because, as you know, that's where you write I did this, I did that. So you're writing as the Sky Explorer. So exciting descriptive language. So you can include exciting adjectives. You can use the alternative adjective sheet, or you can use a thesaurus for that. You can use similes. So that's where you say something like the cloud was fluffy like candy floss, or something like that. So it's where you compare something to something else. Expanded noun phrases, that's where you have two adjectives before the noun. Onomatopoeias, that's where you have a word which sounds like the sound, so like crash, bang. And alliteration, so that's where you have a group of words which begin with the same letter or sound. So can you think of some ideas for descriptive language using the ideas above to describe a turtle? Now, if you've not watched the video already, this will come in handy with your writing. So you might want to pause the video, see if you can think of any descriptive language ideas to describe a turtle. So hopefully you come up with some good descriptions for your turtle. Make sure you remember them because they will be useful for your writing. So your Alan Pete word this week is emotion word comma sentence. We have done this before, but just to recap, it's where you have an emotion word and you begin the sentence with that, which is like a feeling word, and then you follow it with a comma, and then you write the rest of your sentence. So there's two examples here. Desperate, she screamed for help. So the emotion word is desperate because you're describing how someone's feeling. And the next one, terrified, she froze instantly on the spot where she stood. So again, terrified is the emotion word because it's describing how someone's feeling. So, apologies, that should be, can you think of your own emotion word sentence? So you might want to pause the video and see if you can think of your own emotion word sentence. So hopefully you come up with some good sentences. Let's move on to adverbs. So an adverb is just a word that describes a verb. And remember, a verb is an action word or a doing word. So they can be used before or after the verb. And here is an example. It says he ate his breakfast quickly. So the adverb is quickly because it's describing how he ate, and ate is the verb in that sentence. So can you pause the video and think of your own sentence using an adverb? Hopefully you came up with a good sentence. There is going to be an adverb word mat on the website for you to look at if you're struggling with your adverbs in your writing as well, so you can use that. So now we've gone through the success criteria in a bit more detail. You might want to watch the video if you haven't already, because we're going to go through the Waggle next. So pause the video if you haven't watched the video for your writing. If not, we'll carry on for the Waggle. So the Waggle. So I've done a log. You don't have to do a log. Like I said, you can do a diary entry if you want, but I thought just be a bit different. So at the top, you can see I've written Sky Explorer's log day, and I've written around the day in the future. and I've written the location. Now you don't have to do this, but you can do if you want to for a bit of fun. So I've put that up there. I will read out the Waggle for you, and then we will kind of dissect it together. So, a couple of hours ago, I heard the strangest noise. It was like singing, but incredibly high-pitched and like nothing I have ever heard before. Thrilled, my heartbeat and breathing quickened, and I reached anxiously for my trusty telescope, which confirmed that I hadn't imagined it. There, at the port side, appeared a bale of sky turtles. It was amazing. All around the ship they glided majestically, like giant lily pads floating on still water. Their calming scent of salt water filled my nostrils. Who knew that they even existed? Cautiously and carefully, I managed to jump onto one of their smooth polished shells. Nervously, I gripped onto the magnificent creatures as they glided gracefully through the air. I don't know exactly how long we were in the sky for, but every blissful minute was amazing. Suddenly, I realized that the turtles were heading slowly towards an island below. The island looked like it was full of luscious green trees, and it was covered in golden glistening sand. Apprehensive, I wondered where these exquisite creatures were taking me. We will speak again later. So, as you can see, in green is all the descriptive language I've used, and blue is the emotion word sentence, the Alan Peat one. So you can see I've only included 3, like I have said before. Don't worry about making sure you've got one in every sentence. As long as you've used them really well, just a few times, that's all I want to see. And then adverbs are in red, so I've included a few of those as well. So if you're not sure about which adverbs to use and you need a bit of help with your adjectives, all the resources are on the website, so please use them. You can see I've written the first paragraph about what happened in the video, and then I went on to talk about what happened at us. That's a bit I kind of made up. So you might want to do it in the same kind of layout. You might just want to talk about what happened after the video, and if you want to do that, that's fine. Whatever you find easiest or what you'd rather write about. But hopefully that has helped. This is on the website as well if you want to take a further look at it. I hope you enjoy your writing, and please remember to check the resources on the website to help you, and enjoy your writing.